What's up, YouTube? It's Outlaw Scott. And, obviously, still fairly hurt by the news, still processing it. And since it was not very easy for me to think of video ideas, since after that happened, the one thing I did think of was to let you guys know, how I got introduced to Dragon Ball. And, from the age I first seen it to the age that I am now. Now, I'm not sure how long this video will be because I probably will start rambling, but just to let you know, if you don't want to hear about my how I got introduced from Dragon Ball from age 5 to now, just leave the video. No hard feelings, man, whatever. But to get into it, I remember right. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I was 5 years old, and I kept seeing like the Dragon Ball Z thing on Nicktoons, like the commercials, and I was like, "Oh, that show looks so weird. Why is that dude just like buff or whatever? Like, who's he swinging at?" It just seemed like when I first saw it when I was 5 years old, like the commercial, it just first seemed like some kind of I don't know how to explain it. It just looked weird. Like I just was not interested. And then the first time it came on, I saw it. I was about to change the channel, but then I looked at it and I was like, let me just give it a chance to watch it. And it wasn't that bad. Now, I don't know the exact first episode I saw Dragon Ball Z Kai. It was somewhere between episode 5 to 7. But let me just go ahead and show you guys the bumper that I kept seeing over and over. This is the first bumper.
Hit series Dragon Ball Z Kai. It all comes down to this. The entire human race is in jeopardy. Every creature on this planet will be exterminated. With help from former enemy Piccolo and friend Krillin, Goku, Earth's greatest hero, must rise to the challenge.
Like that Kaioken sequence, that's what I remembered from it. That's what I remember from it the most. And I was like, I don't know, the show just looks so weird. A buff dude fighting all the time. I'm glad I changed my opinion, but let me go ahead and finish this.
Just ignore the pain. Let's finish this. But when Goku's fate changes, his son Gohan must train and face the enemy himself. Mazinga! And the evil Saiyans will stop at nothing. Say goodbye! But the biggest battles of all are yet to come, including Goku's vicious enemy, Vegeta. I am the greatest warrior who ever lived! It's a continuing story like we've never shown you before. Don't miss this season of Dragon Ball Z Kai, Monday through Thursday at 8 on.
Like when I rewatched this commercial before I started filming this video, it's like that that greatest warrior whoever believes thing the first thing Bardock was saying, both of those things is like I don't know, I just felt nostalgia from it. Like so that's the bumper I kept seeing when I was 5. Then let me see. I don't really know how much I was into Dragon Ball from age. I don't know if I was in Dragon Ball too much for age 6. Age 7, I was trying to get into it, but I really couldn't. And I think when I turned 8 was when my mom she moved and stuff and I actually had my own TV. So when I could watch Dragon Ball Z, I was watching. I was waiting on that bit to come on. But then again, let me see. Then 8, 9, I was into it a little bit. Now 10. I think maybe you know what? I think when I was 8 years old, me and my friends at recess, it was between 8 and 9. I'm not sure about 10. Well, 8 and 9, yeah, we was doing Kamehameha at recess, Kamehameha. We was doing all that sometimes. That was fun. That had to be like fourth, fifth grade or something like that, playing tag. That was fun. Let me see. 10. I don't know how. I don't know if I was. I still say my interest was moderate. Like I was in between. I was probably more interested in Sonic than Dragon Ball Z, but it's still there. Then let me see. When I was 11, I think I was 11 and I think I was 11 in sixth grade. About 10, 11, I started. I got the Xbox 360 and all that stuff, so I just started playing games on there. Now, what got me back, like serious back into Dragon Ball Z, like favorite series. My friend Sean, he had Battle of Z. It was how old was I? I think we were in sixth grade. I think we were in sixth grade. He had Battle of Z. Like think about it, bro. I'm 11 years old. I'm gonna think that shit like is the hardest thing that ever existed. I'm gonna think that game cool regardless. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get it, fortunately, but I had the beta had the beta on my Xbox 360. Kept replaying the parallel quest, kept replaying them. But the game, looking back, that game was very wonky and weird, even when I was playing it. But you know, it did branch off to a better game eventually. So then I'm pretty sure I was 12 when I went back over to his house. He had Xenoverse 1, bro. I remember we went to his house and it was, yeah, my friend Sean at Paxton. It was us three, right? We went to his house. He was doing the Frieza. He was in the Frieza saga trying to beat Frieza final form. He had Super Saiyan. We kept taking turns trying to beat him on his Xbox, bro. It wasn't happening, bro. It wasn't happening. That Yeah, no. I don't even think he was a level 30, so that wasn't him. We just kept trying to do that same infinite combo on Universe 1, that XXXYY. Then we kept trying to do that. Was not working, bro. He was throwing them hard ones. He was throwing them hard bitches. I'm not even gonna lie. So I think by then it was at a point where I probably established Dragon Ball Z as my favorite anime, I would guess. So basically, I was if I wasn't on Dragon Ball Z, it was 2K. So it was either one of those two. So let me see. Where the last age I said was 12. Then at the same time, I think this has to be I gotta try to start saying the years too. Well, I'm saying the grade. So I think, yeah, in sixth grade, okay, no. I think Dokkan Battle came out when I was in seventh grade, which had to be 2015, 2016, or something like that. But yeah, I was I was really on Dokkan Battle more when I got to eighth grade. Because Xenoverse 1 came out when I was in seventh grade, I'm pretty sure. Either seventh or sixth. Probably seventh, because that's where I remember hearing about it the most. The most. Why did I study that art? Then, about in eighth grade, 2016, right? Am I saying that right? Yeah. That's when I was on Dokkan Battle. That's when I was on Dokkan Battle and all that stuff. Now, if I remember correctly, let me see when Xenoverse 2 came out, because I don't remember if I was in eighth or ninth grade. Let me see. October 25th, 2016. 2016, I should have been in eighth or ninth grade. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what grade I was in. It was either eighth or ninth. But considering that's, I probably, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. It's getting hard to line up the years and all that stuff. But just basically know I was on Xenoverse 2 and Dokkan Heavy. I want to say this was when I was in eighth grade. I want to say this, or was it? It was either in eighth or ninth grade. I'm really trying to remember, really trying to remember it. 2016, what grade was I in? Cause 2012, third grade. So I was always, I don't know. This should not be that hard to remember. I think, oh, no way this came out when I was in seventh grade. I don't think so. Because I was on 2K. I'm pretty sure this came out when I was in eighth grade. Had to be. Probably, I don't know. No, okay, this was eighth grade. I'm sorry it took me so long to remember. Came out when I was in eighth. At this point, nobody probably cares to watch, but I'm gonna still keep talking to myself. So, yeah, this came out when I was in eighth grade. Just played that to death. Never got off the game. That's the only thing I was worried about. Xenoverse 2 and Dokkan here and there. So within ninth grade, Xenoverse 2 started to die off a little bit. I think I started getting into Fortnite and all that stuff. And probably Fortnite and 2K, but I was still on Dokkan. But let me tell you, ninth grade, still, Dragon Ball Z, best anime ever. It was whatchamacallit. This was when Ultra Instinct, it was around that time. Ultra Instinct was about to, well, no, this was December 20. It's hard to keep up with the years, but basically, let me see. Man, it's such an unprofessional video. My bad. I'm just trying to remember my life with Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, okay. So fun fact, in ninth grade, right? Me and my best friend Jadis, we came up with this Dokkan battle business. I think it was had to be December 2016. That's what I'm thinking. December 2016, we came up with it. December, I don't remember what year. I'm not gonna lie. Remembering the years is that started to get a little bit difficult. But it was December ninth grade, whatever. And we came up with that. We used to re-roll, resell stuff profitable for him at least, because he would me. I would be too nice. I would sometimes I'd give people's accounts away if they lost it or got scammed and all that stuff. But he would sell it. Then like he would make the people think that the account is worth more. He was like, okay, it's 50. He was like, oh no, somebody's about to hurry up and buy it. Then they say, okay, 70. He was he ran our racks off that man. But that selling thing ended up dying out because whatchamacallit. When you start adding people to the group to help you, it doesn't make it more stable. It makes it fall apart because everybody starts to get on the same page. It was one dude in our group named Carl. I, he got scammed. That dude was getting scammed at least once a week. It was ridiculous. It was so funny, bro. It was, man. If I was to go back in time, I probably would go back to ninth grade if I was to. But yeah, that was a time. So by then, 10th grade, I I think I had a page with 1,000 followers, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle latest selling accounts. I just deleted that, but I was like, you know what? It's it's whatever. I'm cool off that account seller stuff is dead now. So I was on that and Legends a little bit. Probably at this point I was probably on 2K. I'm not gonna lie. I was probably on 2K in 10th grade and 11th grade because at this point Xenoverse was probably dead, kinda. If I wasn't on 2K, I was on Xenoverse. But I will tell you this: throughout high school, look, listen to this combo: Dokkan Battle, and I was watching the True DT YouTube live stream. Like it eventually got to the point where on my other channel, Truly Belong, you'll know what it is, whatever. I made a whole playlist with every Dokkan Battle live stream he ever had, and I would watch that and play Dokkan Battle at the same time. That basically carried me throughout all of high school. Tired of 2K. Okay, yeah, that was I probably did that for most of 11th and 12th grade, but then here and there I would do it. I think I created that playlist in probably like either 11th or 12th. No, I did in 11th grade because that's when the coronavirus hit when I was in 11th grade. So let me see, 2019, 10, 2018, 9th grade. So, mm, yeah, that was yeah, okay. So I graduated. So basically, let's just say for high school, I was mostly on Dokkan Dragon Ball Super. So then, let me see, in 17, I wasn't really on it too much when I was 17. Not gonna lie, 18 probably wasn't really on it too much. 17, 18, okay, I was probably on 2K. Now 19, got back more. Then 20, here I am, YouTube channel and everything, trying to come up. I probably did miss some details, but that's that's my journey with Dragon Ball. Is there something that I missed? I have I don't know. But yeah, from age 5 to 20, I probably made it a little confusing or whatever by saying grades and then not even remembering what year it was that what the grade it was in. Because you gotta think about it. In all fairness, if you go into where I'm at, you go into school, you start school in August. Say you start school August 2016, end of school 2017. It's 2 years. You're in school for 2 years. Two one You're in school for 2016 and 2017, but that's under one school year. So it's hard to remember what grade I was in and what year. If it's two if it's two year numbers for every grade that you're in, it's a little harder to remember. But yeah, that's pretty much basically my Dragon Ball journey. And just yeah, I'll probably say I was on it the most in high school. I probably cared about it the most then, because in middle school was kind of on and off. Because well, no, actually, no, it was universe. No, I don't know why I just lied. I was hurting this universe in middle school. You couldn't. I would get punished for that game. Oh yeah, fun fact. I'm I'm backtracking like a lot, but I remember if I had an Xbox 360, how old was I? Okay, 20. Hard to remember the years. Okay, let's just whatever. Let's just say it was 2016, right? One time, I had just got the game right. I was on it all day, probably over 12 hours, 12, 14-hour shifts on that game. And then my mom came home. It was, it was either, I told this story already on one of my videos. I probably have to go back to it to see, but I think she was telling me to take a break or something because I had been on the game all day. She used to like me to do 1 hour on, 1 hour off. That was one of the worst things she ever told me in life because I feel like if it's summertime, I'm not doing anything else. And 1 hour on, 1 hour off. I might as well not play the game at all. So, but it was at this time I was trying to get Super Saiyan on Xenoverse, right? I was trying to get Super Saiyan. And my mom, she took my controller, right? Because I was on it too long, but my Xbox was still on. My sister, she kept trying to tell on me because I'm laughing and stuff while the Parallel Quest still playing and Goku was beating Frieza to get the move. And I thought I had an extra controller and I didn't. So I thought, okay, well, when I wake up in the morning, I'll probably have it. Long story short, didn't get it, but it was whatever. But yeah, that was my long kind of ranty journey with Dragon Ball, where I was, what I was doing with it all those years. So pretty much, let's give a summary. I'll just summarize it by like school time. In elementary, that's when I was introduced to it. You know, wouldn't have called it my favorite. I was probably more into Sonic at the time, if I'm being completely honest. Then middle school, when I actually could like play games revolved around it. Oh yeah, it was hard then. At that point, what I had considered Dragon Ball Z, well yeah, because in middle school, that's when whatchamacallit, I actually started watching like started finishing up the anime because I pretty much knew everything from the Saiyan saga to basically the Cell saga, right? I couldn't, I didn't know where to find the Buu saga, but I knew Super Saiyan 3 existed. It was weird because I knew Super Saiyan 3 existed before the Buu saga. That's where it got weird. So it's kind of like, but I found a way to watch it. You know, that little YouTube box that'll be basically the same size as my camera right now, but you'll be watching the show in it so it wouldn't get taken down. I had to watch it like that, man. But, at that point, I guess that was better than nothing. I had to watch the Buu Saga like that. But I will say I really got into it in middle school. And then through high school, I would say it's half and half. I was either on 2K or I was on Dokkan. So I say okay, ninth grade. Okay, yeah, no, that's your straight Dokkan YouTube, probably Universe as well. 10th grade, I was on Legends a little bit. Okay, Legends and Dokkan. Okay, actually, I think throughout the whole, basically high school Dokkan, that's okay. I was on there, and then when I wasn't doing something Dragon Ball Z related, I was on 2K. Got tired of getting sold on 2K, went back to Dragon Ball Z. So that's basically the story of my Dragon Ball journey where I am right now. That's pretty much the only thing I could really think to post because, my brain still foggy from it. First, of course, it's not going to I'm not gonna want to think about it because of what it revolves around. But you're not gonna blow up not posting videos. So it's just I'm able to cope with it a little more now, but it's still like, it's just this his Akira Toriyama, his death hit like X and Kobe to me. And it hit really hard. So I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried in the car going to work last night, but let's stop right there. Let's just stop right there. If you guys like the video, subscribe if you want no pressure. Why did I say it like that? Do I have a speech impediment? Subscribe if you want no pressure. Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. And I'll see y'all sellouts on the next one.